This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi and Don Dubuque. Paradise, Louisiana is presented by Rotolo's Pizzeria.
It was so informative, and he did so much good, and it was so rough and cold, just like it is out there today. Yeah. This is, we're taping on Sunday now, but Chris, you did a great job, and Chris called me and had two guys from Germany that wanted to make a bass fishing trip, and we're hearing about catching bass, redfish, speckled trout. Thanks to Captain Anthony McWillie, and he offered to come down and spend the night. We brought him to camp. We took him around, showed him around, ate, went out, and bad weather, no water. Anthony McWillie came through, and the guys from Germany, they can definitely fish. So we had that on them, and Don, I made also.
And Brazen and Hecht and all of those fish. And he asked me, how do you know all these German names? So I lived in Germany for 18 months, and I got to do a considerable amount of fishing over there and familiar with how Germans fish. They're wonderful people. They're pretty serious fishermen, and they're good fishermen. And you had the opportunity to go with Captain Anthony McWillie with Whatever Bites Charters. And did they prove themselves as good fishermen to you?
Yeah, very good fishermen, very good guys. Let me tell you what, and they were so grateful. They want to pay. Well, yeah, I took them to our camp. I just loved the chance. I ain't never had a camp since I had one in Venice a long time ago. But I'd entertaining, and Anthony, he's so intense. He went before and scouted a little bit, went looking. He went look at Cohagen. Be somewhere close. It was 70% rain. Yeah. Supposed to have been 70. One of them said 90% rain, and the clouds were all over. We went down there. We put in at Shawmette. We went to get some shrimp. And Tony wasn't there, was to be safe, but the guy said, no, we don't catch plastic. We want to catch bass. So we went where we caught them a few weeks ago. Everywhere we get, the water was gone. We couldn't hardly get back in that marsh. And the fishing reporter got some more reports. So let's go see this Anthony McWillie. This is off the Mystico. This is Wolfgang and Thurston. I couldn't hardly say the Thurston's name. I made him spell it. But here they are, these two guys. They qualified. We got stories how they qualified for the World Championships. And these guys having fun. Made me have fun also.
Wolfgang Schulze. I'm from the former capital of Germany, Bonn.
Hello, my name is Thorsten Klein. I'm from Germany, and I live in the town near Frankfurt.
Today we got Thurston and Wolfgang from Germany. We're going to be hitting the ICW and the Mr. Go looking for cuts, some clean moving water. We're going to be chasing bass and redfish. Today it's overcast. We got a falling tide till 1 o'clock, and we're primarily going to be throwing spinnerbaits and probably 5/16 ounce jig heads with plastics, some matrix shad.
If we run into some trout, we're going to catch a few of them too?
Yeah, we'll probably catch a few trout by accident.
Chatterbait. I used to fish in the Netherlands, and it works very well. So for bass in the Netherlands and Germany.
Watching Paradise in Louisiana. Woo!
man, Thurston. Wolfgang, you can keep 10 bass a man here in Louisiana.
Okay. So,
How many fish can you keep in Germany? What's the limit on bass?
it depends on the species.
Bass?
We don't have any black bass, but we have bass in Germany. And bass, there is no limit. Because there are so many, you can keep as much as you want. Is it right, Thorsten?
Yes, right.
Yeah. But for trout or for pike, there is a limit. Or sander.
What's the limit on trout? And what kind of trout? Rainbow?
Rainbow. Most we fish on rainbow trout, and you can keep per day 2 rainbow trouts.
How many?
2, just 2.
2?
Yeah,
That's enough for, ain't enough for supper.
that's true.
You know how many trout you can keep in Louisiana on speckled trout?
I don't know, 20? I don't know.
25.
25, okay.
Yeah. So you know why they call it Sportsman's Paradise?
Uh-huh, yeah, no, I know. No, I know very well.
So we're fishing off the ICW today. We got the wind blowing through here, blowing the bait through, the bass. The trout are stacked up. We thought the rain was gonna get on us, but it's held off. Got a full moon. We thought that was kind of affect us. Got a good afternoon bite, and we're putting them in the box. We got a really low tide today, which has brought the fish out of the really shallow areas, the ponds. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to fish all the deeper water, where the bait has kind of concentrated in the little sloughs in between the grass. And if you can find that, you'll find the fish.
And what a great day we had with Captain Anthony McWillie today, fishing for bass. From a place he's been killing the trout and redfish. Y'all guys wanted to catch bass. I got a call from Chris Moran and Chris Lecoq, and it worked out perfect. We've had 70% chance for rain this morning, and we were going to try to get through before 11 o'clock. Had a full moon, low tide, lowest I've seen it in months. And we caught a few fish, but all of a sudden, Anthony worked it out. Now, guys, y'all had a tremendous day. Let's talk about today first, and then tell me what's your impression of the fishing right out here in the Lake Pontchartrain Basin, and what's your impression of the fishing and Captain Anthony?
Yeah, first of all, I would like to say thank you, both of yours. First, Gary, thank you very much for your invitation and for your hospitality, and the guide Anthony McWillie, he made a real good job, and he brought us to the real good spot, and we hit so many bass. We are so lucky.
2 different baits. You fish in spinnerbait, you fish in
Texas rig worm, yeah, and it works both very well. And yeah, for us Europeans, it's so impressive that you have huge water, and in comparison to Europe, it's tremendously big. Everything is big in the U.S. So it was a real good day we had.
Listen, you're going to be here another day or so, and you toured. Y'all went to New Orleans that night. We'll talk about the tourism. Let's go back and talk about the rodeo, the tournament, okay? The World Championship, Kayak Hobie World Championship, number 6. the sixth. Now, congratulations, by the way, to Steve Lasoy, which he'll be on Paradise, Louisiana. You saw him this past week. He was there. We talked to him and some of the competitors. How did you qualify first?
Yeah, I qualified in September, October, and the tournament was called the Hobie Predator Open, and it took place in the Netherlands, and it's more or less my home water. So I knew it very well, and first day, it was a 2 days tournament, I was first, and at the second day, all in all, I made the third place, but this was enough to come here, and I'm very lucky about this.
Yeah, and I qualified also in Netherlands in April, and I made the second place, and now we was of the Hobie Championship in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Y'all fish in the world, you told me you're first, but y'all fish a lot of tournaments in Europe and everywhere. You thought the tournament, y'all got bad weather, you thought the tournament ran real well, am I correct?
Yeah.
The tournament, how you thought about the way the tournament was run in Leeville?
Yeah, the tournament starts with 2 pre-fishing days, and these days were very promising for both of us. And the first day, I hooked a real giant redfish, and I fought with this fish 2 hours. But unfortunately, I hooked it on a very light rod, and after 2 hours, I decided to drag him into shallow water. But there was an oyster or something which cut my line, and I lost the fish. But nevertheless, it was a great experience I will never forget.
Have y'all caught bass before? You ever caught a green trout, they call it down here, or black bass? Y'all don't have black bass in Europe, do you?
No.
No, y'all got different kind of
In
fish.
Italy we
Yeah.
have
What?
black bass.
What's your impression, just your first time fishing bass and here in the marsh? And it wasn't really a great day.
Yeah,
Y'all had a great day.
it was a great day. This was many catched fish, black bass. It was great, wonderful day.
Well, guys, one last thing. What's your impression of Louisiana and the people of Louisiana? Now, you've only been to South Louisiana, small portion, Leeville, but you got one other place they call fishing capital, is Venice, and then, so when you come back, we're going to take you to Venice and different areas. But 2 very productive places where you can catch saltwater fish, freshwater fish. You know, one time we caught 11 species of fish down in Venice. We wasn't but about a half a mile from the Gulf, and we were catching that many fish. So it's very unique. Y'all have any places like that in Germany?
No, I never experienced these places. It's very unique, very special. And coming to your question, what we think about Louisiana, first of all, I would like to say thank you, Gary. Thank you very much.
You already thanked me once. Tell me what you think about Louisiana.
Thank you.
And then again, I would like to say thank you to our guide, Anthony McWillie. He did a great job. And Louisiana is a great state. And I have to start with the food. The food is incredible, especially the seafood. We enjoyed it so much, and at the Hobie event, and you took us to a very good restaurant. We enjoyed it very much. Thank you
That's
very much.
outside. Thank them. They came to the dessert. They caught the dessert, boy. You see that? Anthony McWillies on the camera. I want to thank him for that. And Anthony, you did it good. You came through. Wasn't no black rat. It was a tough day today. Now, I got reports of other people catching on the bridge early before there was any wind. But the wind started blowing. The water was just moving, not a current. Anthony, what a great job you did. When y'all coming back?
Soon, I hope.
Yeah.
What about you?
I come back.
You still got some touring to go. You went to New Orleans yesterday, and you're going to other places. You're going to Baton Rouge, huh?
Yes,
I'm
tomorrow.
gonna stay here and try to catch some more fish. So.
You are a lucky guy.
I come back the next year.
You come anytime, you know, with the internet and all that. Y'all keep in touch. Watch the show. Y'all be on it in a week or so. It's Paradise, Louisiana, and just thank God for what we have here in Louisiana. It is a paradise, Louisiana. Let's take care of it. Let's make sure that other people in office help us take care of it. So, one more time, you watching Paradise, Louisiana, and you say it in German one more time.
Hallo Leute, ihr seht Paradise, Louisiana.
Ask me about my Tempur-Pedic.
Ask me how fast I fall asleep.
Why not talk to someone who's sleeping on the most highly recommended bed in America?
Ask me about staying asleep.
Tempur-Pedic owners are more satisfied than owners of any traditional mattress brand.
Ask me how it feels after 10 years.
Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America.
Ask about